Hello, my friends. I have survived BrickWorld Chicago. That was Monday's episode, Survival of BrickWorld Chicago. I've still needed some time to kind of decompress over everything that is BrickWorld Chicago. But I feel like while it's fresh in my mind, I might as well go over a few things. I have plans on doing maybe like a complete. Actually, we'll kind of go over maybe some of the hauls that I did during BrickWorld Chicago. So we'll get into that. Although I've got a ton of sorting and kind of going through the hauls themselves. So this is I'm going to not take Will Harper's advice and do the full sort while I do the haul. So that I'd been doing previously. Oh no, my pab wall purchase is starting to fall apart. That's okay. That's okay. So let's go over BrickWorld Chicago. So number one, first is that this was my little sign. The mock that I did the Mos Eisley Underground Tatooine edition. Right back here, I've already stacked it with some of my other sets just to kind of. I've started to do some organizing. As you can see, there's still a lot of random parts that I kind of had that I was using to kind of finalize the mock. So I need to put a lot of these away and kind of still keep cleaning up. But I really should have taken like a before and after picture. This whole studio was just a super hot mess. And one of the things I really have realized that I need to do is get this studio organized and really start thinking about like my brick storage and breaking sets down, and really having fun with, I ran into a lot of folks that they don't even build sets; they just build mocks, and I'm like, I kind of like building sets, so I'm kind of in this in between land. But building sets and doing stuff with those, it takes up space and it takes up time. Because one set could take an hour or two or even a half hour. Even a battle pack takes 20, 30 minutes. But then you have it and it's done and it takes up space. So then what? So if it's not directly for a mock, then it's kind of problematic. I think that's been kind of like weighing me down pretty heavy. But anyways, so BrickWorld Chicago. And then I've got Mustafar. I have like mixed reviews on kind of a lot of learning lessons. Probably like the biggest one for this one is that on a table like this, you can only see it kind of from like 180 view. So I've got to figure out ways to kind of have somebody be able to kind of turn it around, or maybe motorize it so that it's just slowly turning. So somebody then kind of has to sit there and watch for it. So, and I'm planning on stacking it up. In my head, I want to keep going. I've kind of promised people that stop by, like, hey, this is level 1. I'm gonna have level 2 next year. I've got plenty of ideas. In fact, level 2 right here is already built. I just need to actually change the format and then literally just transfer it over. So it's actually not going to be difficult to do level 2. So maybe in that one for sure. But then I think the part that has me unsure is like, do I really want it in that format completely? And how am I going to light this up? I've got to think about how I want to do lighting. I think that's the other lighting. It was just so cool. And the mocks that didn't have lighting just didn't pop as much. And so I've got to really think about, I didn't really need it on this one in particular. I could have done maybe a little bit of lighting, but I think because I could probably just put like a couple torch lights kind of thing, but none of this is cheap. That's the thing. To get a couple torch lights might not be bad. And then from the ceiling, if I put lighting in, then I can light up the bottom rooms. And then if I put a roof on the next level too, I technically could light those rooms too, and it would really pop. So if it was rotating, it would look pretty cool. So that's kind of the thought for Tatooine. And then the Mos Eisley, or the Mustafar, Darth Vader's castle, people were like really encouraging me. So they really loved it. I thought it was something that, people were like, wow, like I love the lava. And especially when it lit up, it was exciting for me to even see how the lava looked in the complete dark with multiple sections of it lit up. It showed the possibility. It didn't look complete, but it showed the possibilities of lighting. And I feel like lighting, it's a whole nother problem of expense. I saw there was another build, and actually one of the builds that won an award had lighting that was actually moving, and that was kind of the concept of the lava with the lights moving. If I can achieve that, it would just like be next level, because you could have like the lava flow like actually flowing. That would just be incredible. But you do need like a controller, like a lighting controller, and then the lighting kind of moves through it. And I just, oh my gosh, like this could be a couple $100 at least. Like, I don't know, so if anything, I need your support. If I'm gonna be able to do these things, like, I'm just a small timer, subscribe to me on YouTube if you haven't yet. On the Instagram, and so YouTube, I mean, I'm going to keep journalizing my experience. Journal entry is not going away. It's going to keep. And now I'm really pumped about it because I need your support. So make sure to tell a friend, subscribe, have all your alts, subscribe, tell a friend. And then also, this I would say, a lot of people, it was really, a lot of people were very open to adding you on Instagram. I don't think I had too many people, like one or two, add on YouTube and start following. But a lot of people were like, oh, cool, like take a picture and then follow you on Instagram. So my Instagram, I kept getting notifications, new follower, new follower, new follower. I really don't have that many followers on Instagram. I mean, I think like 200, I'm in the 200s, something like that. But I think earlier that week I was in the 220s, and now I'm in the 230s. So I think, thank you for everybody joining my Instagram journey. But I encourage you to go there. I haven't done a ton of Lego recently. I haven't done a lot of Lego recently. I did post some pictures. I posted a picture of my mock, and come find me at BrickWorld Chicago. I did do a couple posts with my mock. I did a bunch of Journal of the Scots logos. I was gonna give those out, but then I got shy about it. It was just stupid. I don't know why I get kind of funky about stuff like that, but I need to get going. And I think it was partially because I saw everybody doing really small ones. And then mine was huge. And then the master builder, which we'll get to in a second, he was doing pretty big builds. And actually, I may have gotten one. So that was really, really exciting. And so then I thought maybe I really should give it out, but felt kind of late. So it would have been fun putting a couple of my my Jots logos on a few folks' builds to kind of get them excited. Maybe to put them on a few that weren't getting awards as well, kind of like the Master Builder did, that I liked, right? So I think it's fun. And, I think the whole concept of putting swag, so like T-Mog gave me a sticker, and he was giving out stickers for mocks and stuff that he liked, or just as he ran into people. So I'll put T-Mog, actually, where should we'll put him on which bin should I put him on? Oh, my BrickWorld Chicago. This is one of my most used bins. My single bin. I've got brick chest. I've got all that. Brick chest was there. Also, do we need to talk about... Oh, man. The prices at the vendors this year. The prices were like, there were a few that were being reasonable. So T-Mog and his little cute puppy going on my BrickWorld Chicago. My wife was like, who the heck sticker is this? It's really funny. But T-Mog, shout out to you, my friend. Thanks. It was cool running into you. I think we ran into each other at least 20-30 times during the conference. That and Pandemonious Panda. Bunch of folks ran into. Mayo was there. He was running around doing his thing. It was really impressive. You think about the power of the brick and the Lego and the BrickWorld Chicago is that for somebody to come all the way from Australia to Chicago just to sit there and hang out with other lovers of Lego and builders and just interact with people and kind of hang out. And it's really incredible. It's a testament for him to kind of like come all the way here. Last time he was here with family. I don't know if that was intention just to kind of get him used to it, like coming here all by himself. But this time I think he was even going to Los Angeles to visit one of the. I think he was visiting in one of the baseball parks. I think he had to visit. He's a big fan of sports stadiums and kind of hitting. I think last time he was hitting like Cubs and a bunch of other things. So just really cool that meeting so many people from really all over the country. Person next to me was I think they were originally in Virginia, I believe, and then she was from New York. New York originally, was living in Virginia. It was really a hoot. Just people from all over the place that you're meeting with. So all right, so that's the bin. I think I'm gonna have to maybe do a separate episode. So stay tuned for the next episode. Is going to be the hauls, that we're gotten, hauls and awards and different things. God, I have so much sorting to do. So on the Instagram, I did do the parts draft. So Wednesday was kind of like just kind of a basic. I set up half my mocks, and then I had to finish. I was up till like, God, I was almost up till like 3 a.m. on Wednesday night. Or wait, no, it was Wednesday. No, I was up till 1 a.m. on Wednesday, finishing the Tatooine mock. And then I also got kind of a jump start on the Mustafar, which had tons of work to do. Then I was able to kind of finish early on Thursday, come home, hang out with family, go to dinner. And then I literally just like built until 2:30 in the morning. So like 4 or 5 hours straight of just building. Got Mustafar completely done. And then, yeah, so that was Thursday night. And then brought it Friday morning and still had a little bit to do, but I knew I basically skipped certain things and just threw the parts in a bin because I knew it was really tedious and would just take like 15, 20, maybe even 30 minutes tops to kind of just slowly put on these like finishing pieces. And then all the figures, of course, I just put those into a bin and then came and I brought a bunch of extra just in case, and then was able to finish it at the show on Friday morning. So, and I wasn't in any hurry. I don't think I got there on Friday until like 11 o'clock because it was just, there was so many other things to do around the house. Like I think I cut the lawn and did all sorts of, and got the kids to their camps, cut the lawn, got cleaned up. Then I got there. I think I left right after lunch because I didn't want to pay for lunch while I was there. I mean, these are the decisions that you have to constantly make. It's 5 days in a row, like full days, is really difficult to do at BrickWorld Chicago. Shout out to the people that do that. Like, you've got to get you. There is a certain level of boredom that can kick in, but I would say most of the time, when I'm at BrickWorld Chicago and there's downtime, most people just go off site and go to the Lego store, bricks and minifigures. There, I didn't even know they had one in Schaumburg, so I went to the one in Schaumburg. We'll get to that on the next video, but there's just so much. And then Thursday, I spent from 9 a.m. all the way to 11 a.m. Doing parts drafts. And so we did the figures draft, so I'll show you the results of the figures draft. I'll show you the results of the multiple alien pack. And then now what's really sucks is that I think I want a whole set of this. Last year I did the creative neon set, and I don't really feel like, oh, I need to go out and get that because I missed out on these parts. That one I just attacked and got black parts. That's all I wanted. I don't really care about those neon colors. But this one, the colors are pretty amazing and very unique. So I'm kind of wishing maybe I had at least one of those. So maybe I'll kind of slowly work on a budget. Maybe I'll put it on a holiday list. That could be a good set. I would not pay full price again for it. I'd wait till double VIP, wait for like a promo of some kind. I need to kind of make sure to do that. But the alien packs and habitats got some really good parts. Dark tan, dark orange. You've got some really good greens. There's the black candlestick parts, which I actually took a couple of them and used them on my mock. So instead of white candles, I had black candles for Mustafar, because I wanted it to be the dark side, not the light side. So I thought that was pretty fun. But there's so many really good parts. One of them had a figure in it, like a full space person, and it had kind of a messed up looking face, some like girl with glasses or something. I don't know. It was really goofy. But it also, I mean, that's another minifigure. That's another, $4 or $5 minifigure with that particular pack, and they're only 15. I think they're $15.99 or $14.99. So, but anyway, so that's it. Again, thank you for all the support for those that are now joining me on my journey and are jumping in. I appreciate it. Next video will be, technically, I guess it'll be part 2. We'll close out this the chapter on BrickWorld Chicago. There'll be a ton more posts on Instagram with all the. What I want to do is post on Instagram with all of the credit to the artists. I want to really make sure that I give credit to those artists that put together, a lot of work, building those creations. So with that, thank you so much for joining me on my journey with the Lego brick, and we'll catch you on the next episode of Journal Entry. Bye for now. BrickWorld Chicago.